Here we go. I'm starting Korriban, the Sith homeworld in the Star Wars expanded universe, but it was not the Sith homeworld in the cinematic movies. In the last trilogy, the Sith homeworld was Exegol, which I thought they were saying Exscar. I completely misheard them. But apparently there are multiple Sith homeworlds. Whatever that means. And I think I'll take Juhani with me because she'll be like Bastila's replacement, though, Jolie seems like just as good of a choice, but then it's like, oh, wait a second, why am I bringing a Jedi with me to the Sith level? And this guy talks to you. And I'm glad I can start doing this in smaller parts. Greetings, human. A word, if I may, concerns the Dark Lord of the Sith. At least the alien speaking of made-up. You mean Malik? I don't know. Who are you? Listen to me, and all will be made clear. My name is Zeogram. I am a businessman. I and my partner deal in rare items of extraordinary value and power. You're with the exchange. No, we are not. We are independent operators, though often our transactions involve those who represent the exchange. At least the aliens give me more lines to read. That's what makes this game alright for stream. Traditionally, we have always done business with the owner of the Ebon Hawk, Davik Kang. Most recently, Ahita Uthar before him, Fori Haksa before her, but we were reluctant to approach you. It's just like, trying to read public domain literature. You had no ties to the exchange, which was a problem. Even worse, you were a Jedi, not the sort of person we normally associate with. Well, only I, or people like me, could appreciate something like this, so why are you approaching me now? There were reports of the Ebon Hawk traveling to many different planets. We wanted to know what you were up to. At your last port, I placed a small tracking device on your ship. If you just want to read and have more of your voice going off, the tracking device reported back to us that you had been captured by the Leviathan. Once we had that information, we began digging into our sources within the Sith fleet. Go on. Your escapees on the Leviathan created quite a stir in the Sith fleet. Of course, Malik tried to suppress the truth about your identity. There were more than a few summary executions. But even if security footage is destroyed and witnesses silenced, some bits of information always slip through. Spend enough credits to gather the tiny pieces and the puzzle becomes clear. Can you believe this game sometimes? We know what happened on the Leviathan. At least we know enough. You are Darth Revan, and you are going to kill Malik for daring to claim dominion over the Sith. Wow, really? How does this involve you? You're wrong, I'm not in this for revenge. What a strange game. I'm thinking about doing a second playthrough and skipping all the dialogue and seeing what that's like. My partner and I deal in very rare and powerful items. Weapons, armor, things you could use in your battles against Malik and the Sith. And you're just going to give these items to me? Let me see these items. I don't carry these items with me, of course. They're with my partner, but they're yours if you've got the credits to buy them. We do want to make a profit on this after all. Just go to the cantina here in Dresde. There's a roadie in there named Mika Doran. Tell Mika that Zeogram sent you to look at the premium items. I'll go check it out. Mika already knows to expect you. Like I said, just tell him you want to look at the premium items. You see, this video was just terrible. It's another Twi'lek just trying to sell me items. I guess my work here is done. Goodbye, Revan. And once Malik is beaten, don't forget who helped you to victory. And you wouldn't really normally be just passively listening to all these guys talk. Yeah, this game is almost kind of a joke like that. You're also not speaking? I see. Another Jedi come to small Korriban. Yes, good to meet you. Jedi come here often, do they? There are many people who come to Korriban throughout Sith space, hoping to join the Academy. Some of them are Jedi who left the Order. You think you could try and make your voice sound like his? There are many people who come to Korriban. That sort of hurts your voice after a while. You will get into the Academy for certain. I understand that Jedi have left the light are made very welcome. So I imagine. What's this Academy you mentioned? Now, you know, doing voices isn't really that fun. Oh, I thought that would have been why you came here. There is a Sith Academy just outside of Dresde, where they train their students and such. But enough about that. It is very nice to see that the Ebon Hawk has returned. I have not seen that ship for some time indeed. Since you're a regular to our little colony, the docking fee is only 25 credits. 25 credits? That seems reasonable. Excellent. Continue on through. Please be aware that the colony is under Sith jurisdiction. I'd advise you to stay out of their way. I'll be on my way. Enjoy your stay in Dresde. See, that was kind of freaky. You're almost, just making yourself look weird doing voices.
No, that is the wrong answer. Again, you pathetic hopefuls can't possibly all be this stupid.
But someone does have to do voices. Yeah, but that person's not you.
I'm no master yet, but I like the sound of that. Alright.
Now wait, was he speaking?
Lovely was trying my patience. Alright, let's say you become a Sith and I am your commanding officer.
You almost need to turn the volume on this game up.
Of course, Shaldan. Anything you command us.
We would never oppose you. No. Do you honestly believe that the Sith are in need of such sniveling cowards? Mercy is a weakness. If your leader shows weakness, it is your duty to kill him and show true authority, true...
Yeah, and this part of the game is also kind of offensive, but so far, every part of the game was kind of offensive except for Dantooine and Manon. But then I bet if you, tried to tear at it, you'd find things that were offensive about it.
Perhaps I should...
Yeah, I mean, I thought the game was very offensive.
Academy, are you not?
I don't know, yeah, I'd say so. Then we're doing something where we'll just still do stuff that is offensive.
I'm thinking to spare them the effort.
Yeah, well, don't you think you shouldn't do it then?
Perhaps I shall turn their skin inside out. Or force lightning. Yes, it's a most impressive display. Or perhaps a bit of humiliation is in order. I could easily strip off their tunics and make them run through the colony. Or they could lose all control of their bodily functions. What do you think? I just can't seem to decide.
Why are you asking me?
Please, tell him to let us go, I beg you. Silence. Why not ask you? I'm rather exhausted from dealing with hopefuls like these. I can barely think straight. Besides, I find it fun. Come now, the decision, please.
Let them go. That's my decision.
Let them go? And what could possibly convince me to do that?
Force persuade. You want to let them go. That seems like an appropriate use of force persuade.
I want to let them go. Yes, that's right. They're not worth my time.
But then I don't really know what to think. Yeah, because it's like, oh, well, am I going out of my way to be light side? But then those people, maybe they get what they deserve for trying to learn how to become Sith. Or maybe they need that to help strengthen their resolve. I don't know.
Look here, my dear friends.
It's like, wow, this
Yes,
has been
newcomers to
3
the colony,
dialogue
led
parts
by a
already.
Jedi, no less. I don't believe I've seen
So
one
I
before,
think
have you?
I'll call it
I
here
hate
to
Jedi,
keep it a
and his
short
fallen ones are
episode.
worse. They always get into the academy, and they think they're better than the rest of us.
You should turn around and move along, kid. You
I
don't
will.
want the trouble we give you.
Candace just threatened these people. It's like, what, Candace, do you want to just shoot our way through this
That's what I
place?
thought.
Because, you know,
Well, stranger,
we can
I
do
don't know
that
whether
if
you're aware
if
of
you
this or
want.
not, but here on Korriban, the Sith do as they please, and we are Sith. Quite literally, whether you live or die depends upon our whim. What do you think of that?
I don't think that... Wait. You can try to kill me, you'd fail, but you can try.
Neither do I.
Wait,
I simply
there's no
stated
need for
fact. Do
hostilities.
you know how many Sith there are in Dresde?
Not enough to save your sorry self.
Enough to crush this fool. Let's do it, Lasho.
Now, let's not be hasty. Perhaps our friend here could yet offer up some amusement. What do you say? Amuse us, make us laugh, and we might just consider allowing you to live.
Be careful, you might be heading for more than you can handle. Be careful, you might be heading for more than you can handle.
What?
I think someone just stood up to you, Lasho.
Shut up, fool, unless you want to be next.
Yeah?
And you normally don't get to talk
Stop
like
it.
that.
This is boring. Let's just go back to the academy.
Fine, we'll go. As for you, I'll find you later. Trust me on that.
Alright. Wait, no. There's one more thing. And I'm walking, I'm like, okay, sure has... Oh, no, this is where the game gets ridiculous. You okay, speak to Juhani. I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
How did you come to be a Jedi? And it's like, oh, is that a smart conversation to be having in the Sith
I
Lounge?
find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
Yes, please continue.
Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived.
Where did you live?
The hind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children.
Did you meet a Jedi? Then how did you gain entrance to the Order?
When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was old, maybe a little enamored.
Enamored? So what
From
did you
that
do?
moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi. To lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference as the Jedi wore. The foolish delusions of a child. But this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came, although perhaps I was not entirely what I thought, or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
Alright, and that was kind of ridiculous. Might as well call it there.